Well, Al, it is hard to believe it is Sunday, October 1st. We're done with September. It's the first day of the month. It's week 4 of the NFL. What do you think of the season so far before we get into today's complimentary selection?
I think it's been an okay season thus far. I'm always looking ahead to the next game. I'm not really looking behind. So, that's always a weird question for me to be
Well,
asked.
actually, I meant from like the entertainment aspect of when you watch the games. Like, is the NFL giving you a good product? Some years people complain it's a boring product, or do you think they're giving you a good product so far?
Oh, I mean, I'm always entertained by the NFL. Maybe my bar is pretty low, but yeah, I think it's been fun so far.
Yeah. So, like I said, I know we've launched this all access pass last week. We've had a lot of serious high rollers join. We welcome them to the family. They have all access to you, your database, concierge service where they can ask you any questions in real time. And are you surprised at how many people have hopped on board thus far, or because it's something you've been kicking around for a couple years?
Yeah, I think I'm a little mildly surprised. You never know what's going to happen when you launch a new product, but I've been happily surprised at the response. And I think that speaks volumes as to how valuable our product is. We're giving guys access to me 24/7. If a guy wants to, give me a shout 10 minutes before, the Jets Kansas City game, tonight, he can ask me for my opinion on that game. That's what we mean by all access. It could be a game that's not even on a lot of our radar. It could be, Grand Canyon in college basketball. He can call me 5 minutes before that game and say, "Hey, Al, I want to put 10 dimes on the Grand Canyon game. Which side do I take?" So that's what we mean by all access. This isn't for everybody. It's a little bit, more expensive than the premium service, but you get a lot more value.
Yeah, and I know I don't use Twitter much. I just actually got my little blue check mark, Eric Pathy on Twitter, and I know you got your Big Al Twitter. And it's just never been my thing. Maybe it's because of our age, but I'm just not connected to social media. But I did notice a couple weeks ago, one of these clients sent you a text, "I love you, Al," and you had like a $40,000 ticket. You posted that, to show people that's the type of players that have been private all access members that will actually text to you from the casino with 100 dimes in their pocket and they're ready to roll.
Yeah, I think people would be surprised at just how many people are throwing down 5 dimes, 10 dimes, 40 dimes, 60 dimes a game in 2023. This is not 1995 anymore. People are betting a lot of money. When they're betting 10,000 a game, that's a $21,000 swing from winning or losing. And they need to know what the right side of the game is and who the sharps are playing. And that's where the value comes in. We will tell them who the right sides are, where they should be putting their big money.
Well, like I said, if you guys are watching this video, you're high net worth individuals, or not even high net worth individuals, it's kind of the wrong terminology, just big betters. By all means, it's not for the small guy. There's plenty of ways to access Al's premium plays over at pickdogs.com. You can go online if you're a smaller player. We're not looking to try to convert a smaller player into a bigger player. I'm very passionate about people betting within their means, and so is Al. We're not looking to have anybody stress out and think that there's a lock. I always joke, Al, the only lock that I have is where I stick the key into the door to open the house. Like, you and I have been doing this long enough, anything can happen in any game. You have to play responsibly. So when we're talking about these big numbers, for the viewers out there, these are people that are already betting that big. Nobody's telling somebody to mortgage their 401k or to take the credit cards and get cash advances or to go into their child's college fund. No. You're a big bettor. You've already been doing it for years. You're looking to access a database that you couldn't even get for $1 million. Then send me a text at 775-636-7676. And I think you can agree with my sentiments, Al.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly right. And most of the people who have joined, in fact, everyone who has joined so far, they're of that mindset. They've got the means. They bet a lot of money on the games, and they're also they've got their feet on the ground. They understand what this is all about.
Exactly. So let's get into today's complimentary NFL Week 4, October 1st selection.
Yeah, I mean, The most interesting thing, when you asked me earlier, how am I enjoying the season so far? I mean, we had something historic or almost historic last week when the Denver Broncos gave up 70 points. That was the most points allowed since the New York Giants gave up 72 in 1966. And it was just 3 points shy of the all-time record, which took place 83 years ago when one of my favorite players, Sid Luckman, he pasted the Redskins for 73 and led the Chicago Bears to that victory in that championship game. So while Chicago also had a disastrous game last week and they fell by 31 points at Kansas City, it's the Broncos who have been hearing all week about their near historic defeat. So even though both teams, Eric, are going to be well motivated to break through with a win, I'm going to side with the team which had the more embarrassing game. And for technical support, consider that NFL teams that allowed 53 or more points in the previous game, they've gone 22-3 ATS, provided their opponent wasn't playing with revenge, including a perfect 11-0 ATS their last 11. This is the kind of information my database provides. We're going to take the Broncos minus 3 points.
Perfect. Well, guys, this is another issue. October 1st, NFL complimentary selections. Lay the 3 points with the Broncos. If you want to reach out to me, 775-636-7676. And as always, good day and good luck.